Hello. Yeah, so I just got the financials from VALENS, so just gonna put this out on Twitter. Not much, JG. How are you? So I wasn't planning on going, but I figured I wanted to do this live for VALENS. It was quite the freaking crazy day in the markets. That stock that you're saying with coronavirus was up after hours, I guess. So that's cool. You don't count as one in chat counter. Hey Sheldon, how's it going? I just got the report, so I'll start going. Few. I'll give you a little bit of the briefer. Is they did revenue increase to 58.1 for the whole year of 2019. So that's just a brief. They they just reported. I got the link on Twitter. I'm gonna go through it. So yeah, so they did. I'll just do it anyways. I'm gonna if people come in later, they can watch it anyways. I kind of want to get going anyways, so I want to get through this, but I'm gonna take my time. I'm not gonna rush it. So they did 30.6 million for the quarter. So I think that's pretty awesome in revenues. An 86% increase over the third quarter and above the high end of the guidance range. So they were saying 27 to 30 million when they gave guidance before. So that's pretty cool. And they also did revenue of $125 per gram of input in the fourth quarter of 2019. And they compared that in the third quarter, they were getting 61 cents per gram for their input. So they're over doubled their revenue for that input. So that's pretty cool. And their gross profit for the year increased to 41.4 million or 71.2% revenue for the fiscal year 2019. For the fourth quarter of 2019, gross profit increased to 22.6 million or 73.8% of revenue compared to 12.8 million or 77.8% of revenue for the third quarter of 2019. So I think that's pretty good. About 10 million better in gross profit, and then they also did adjusted EBITDA was 27.4 million for the fiscal year 2019. So for 4 quarters for 2019, and then for the fourth quarter of 2019, adjusted EBITDA was 17.7 million or 57.7% of revenue compared to adjusted EBITDA of 9.8 million or 59.4% of revenue in the third quarter. So EBITDA is earnings before interest, tax, depreciation, and assets. So I like that. A thing that's a little, I have to read the setter, and it's not on setter. I just got the link from the VALENS team on Twitter. So this is just from their website or a new PR Newswire. But on Setter, you can get a better idea of where the costs are going and stuff like that. So what I didn't really like is they said their strong balance sheet with 58.7 million in cash and short-term investments and a net working capital position of 88.2 million. So 58.7 million in cash is great, but the quarter before they had 67 million in cash. So I don't understand where the cash went. I'll have to figure out that later. So yeah, I'm gonna go through summary more. So in fiscal 2019, we added significant scale to our operations and became the largest white label product development, manufacturing, and third-party extraction company in Canada, said Tyler Robinson, the CEO of VALENS. and their multi-year extraction contracts with industry-leading players positioned us as the partner of choice in the industry and drove significant revenue, gross profit, and adjusted EBITDA growth. In the second half of 2019, we broadened our offering to include white label product development, and we now produce a broad portfolio of safe, consistent, and innovative products to help our product partners build brands and differentiate themselves in the market. These white label product development initiatives contributed to record revenues in the fourth quarter of 2019 as new and existing customers pushed to roll out Cannabis 2.0 oil-based products into the market. Our margins in the fourth quarter also remained strong and were only slightly lower than our Q3 results. However, we do expect this type of margin contraction to continue in the coming quarters as we build out our infrastructure and execute on our strategic shift towards becoming a next generation product company, which offers increased opportunity and greater EBITDA per input gram, but a more conservative margin profile. This strategic shift is now well underway, Drug Mart and Iconic Brewing. So all three of those, I don't believe they've started. They may be making products for them right now in their facility, but so far they don't have products for them yet. And they say key operating highlights of the fourth quarter and fiscal year 2019, 61,394 kgs of dried cannabis and hemp biomass was processed in 2019, of which 24,426 kilograms of dried cannabis and hemp biomass was processed in the fourth quarter of 2019. So that's pretty much about like 40% of all the what they processed was done in the fourth. The revenues are really ramping, which is awesome to see. And as a result, revenue per gram increased to $125 per gram in the third quarter. Revenue per gram is expected to increase throughout 2020 as product development contracts continue to grow and revenue from extraction contracts contributes to a lesser proportion of total revenue. So as a result, per gram. Okay. Subsequent to the year end, the company began formulating and manufacturing 19 SKUs across 3 different product lines and expects this to grow rapidly throughout 2020 to meet demand from its customers for Cannabis 2.0 products, including vape pens, edibles, concentrates, cannabis-infused beverages, topicals, tinctures, and capsules. In the fourth quarter, VALENS signed a multi-year white label with BRNT, and then they also talk about that they acquired Palmy Cider Company. Have you guys tried that Palmy Cider? I think I've heard of them, but I'm not sure. A leading Ontario-based beverage company and mature microprocessing license applicant for total consideration of $7.6 million, and is subject to achieving certain milestones. In the fourth company, they signed deal with Shoppers. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more coming with Shoppers Drug Mart with topical products and capsules, I'm sure. In the fourth quarter, because they're going to be a third-party processor, so the way I read it is just basically they'll have Shoppers Drug Mart, like their generic brand, I guess. In the fourth quarter, the company signed its first beverage agreement with Iconic Brewing to manufacture 2.5 million cannabis beverages over the terms of the 5-year agreement. The company continues to be engaged in active discussion with additional partners to provide extraction services and existing relationships to add further product development and white label service. And the year end, they entered an amending manufacturing technology to produce, market, package, sell, and distribute cannabis products in Canada, UK, Europe, Australia, and Mexico. And to the year end, the company announced receipt of its first international purchase orders of white label products to customers in Australia. Based on the purchase orders received, the initial shipment will consist of 3 SKUs of tinctures totaling over 3,000 units and are expected to be shipped in Q2, pending receipts of necessary import and export permits. Jeff Fellows, president of VALENS, said, as expected, our shift to smaller processing lots to facilitate a broad entry of Cannabis 2.0 products by our customers resulted in stable processing volumes in the quarter and corresponding increases in our revenue per gram of input. The rapid growth we experienced in the fourth quarter resulted in an increase in our receivables. And as at November 13, 2019, we had 34.4 million of trade receivables outstanding. Same customers representing 81% of the trade receivable balance. In short, we continue to enjoy a strong working relationship with our customers, and the strength of our balance sheet continues to provide us with the flexibility to drive both growth, both organically and through acquisitions in domestic and international markets. In February, we achieved a milestone when we announced purchase orders for our international shipments of white label in Australia. So, and then the revenue goes on 30.6, and yeah, I mean, basically they did net income 4.46. So that's the big number that I'm really focusing on. The net income was down. It was like 4.46 million, and last quarter was 5.89, so like 5.9 million. So it was down by 1.5 million, and the diluted income per share was 4 cents per share, and last quarter was 5 cents. So they're gonna do the conference call, and I may go live with that tomorrow, and it'll be at 11 o'clock Eastern time or 8 a.m. Pacific time. And yeah, so okay, I'm gonna catch up with your guys comments. So okay, so JG says mRNA has a coronavirus cure or something. CODX has coronavirus test kits selling in other countries now. APTA has a contract for 1 billion masks in the USA. JG says, hey, Sheldon. Sheldon Snow says, hey, G, how are you doing? JG probably took some vacations, gave each other big bonuses. You know, the stuff these cannabis companies seem to do. Yeah, no, I agree, man. It's interesting. I don't really understand. It could have something to do with the accounts receivable, but again, I'm not like a professional accountant, so I also would like to read the SEDAR, but yeah, it's not my favorite way to read the financials, but a good thing about it was there's bigger revenues. And JG says Valent is awesome. They have 5 ways of extraction, I believe. Yeah, they do have a lot of things going for them. And Sheldon Snow says, hoping the money went to EU GMP certification. Yeah, well, I don't know how much it costs for EU GMP certification. I mean, I don't know. Maybe the money went towards, you know, growth in international, but I'm not sure. JG says, I think MetaPharm only has one. And do people still drink alcohol? Doesn't seem like it really. Yeah, no, people still drink alcohol, but you know, it's slowly people are turning the page to a new industry that's you know, people have a new hobby. Okay, Sheldon, take care. Peace out. And Sheldon Snow says marijuana really hurting the alcohol business. And JG says it's hurting the cigarettes too. People will be smoking hemp smokes. I bet I quit. Only vape cannabis, no cigarettes. Yeah, no, I agree. And Sheldon Snow says, good job, JG. And JG, my video is constantly spinning arrow loading thing. Yours is the same. Oh, yeah, sorry guys. I don't know what's going on with my video. I don't really know. Maybe it has to do with my Wi-Fi connection or something. And yeah, it stops every minute or so, Sheldon says. I will have to rewatch later. And Sheldon Snow says, thanks. And JG. Okay. Yeah, so I mean, basically that was the news of the day. Basically 30 million. Very nice EBITDA, 17.6 million. Net income 4.4 million, close to 4.5 million. Yeah, it's hard to say where that money went, because if they had the EBITDA, like the earnings before interest, tax, depreciation, I just don't know. Okay. Wi-Fi booster. Yeah, yeah, maybe I do. I know the Wi-Fi is not the greatest at this place. But yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe I'll look into it. I don't really want to spend a ton of money on a Wi-Fi thing. I mean, maybe I just won't go live. I don't know. Fuck. Um, I'll just do the video and I just won't go live. I don't know. I'll think about things. Uh, yeah, no, I don't think you're stupid, JG. But yeah, I know. I think I'm gonna get going, man. It was good sharing this information. Oh, cable companies will give me one. Yeah, I don't pay for the internet, so I mean, yeah, I guess maybe we'll see. Yeah, I'm not too happy. I'm not really super stoked on those financials. I'm stoked about the EBITDA, but I was hoping that the net income was going to be like 10 million, 13 million. So I'm a little disappointed. It's not bad. It's obviously positive. Like they made money, but they also have like less cash than they had last quarter. So I just don't know where they're spending the money. I mean, I guess they're building a facility out maybe. So I don't know. There's gonna be more clarifications on the conference call. So I can't really like shoot the messenger as far as this information goes. So I'll just take it from there. But I mean, it's interesting. Yeah, they're going the right way at least. All right, JG and Sheldon's gone, and whoever's in here, you guys take care. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening, and Shaka, Capice, I'm out.